Your Family Farm. I'm Amy.
I'm Justin. How y'all doing today? Yeehaw! It's Sunday. Sunday fun day. I don't know about fun. It's been really crappy out.
Yeah, really, it's getting, the temperature just keeps going down outside today.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This weather is really screwing me up. My sinuses are all messed up. I'm aching. I ain't got the corona. I just got the weather. That's what I got. All right, guys. So we're gonna have a Q&A today, and today's Q&A is about
Seeds.
Seeds in our garden, of course.
Yep.
So let's get into the mumbo jumbo of seeds. Boy, did we have a hard time getting seeds, Amy.
Yeah. If you haven't bought seeds yet, don't wait any longer.
Yeah, don't, because people
Start looking.
Yeah, people are buying up seeds like they're going out of style.
Yep.
I want people to realize you don't need 5 packs of each. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I mean, some of these packets of seeds you get 100 seeds. You don't need 5 packets
or
of
more.
seeds.
There are some packets of seeds that you get 300 and 400 seeds in them.
Yeah, that's
people
crazy.
are hoarding seeds right now like they did toilet paper at the beginning of the pandemic.
Yep, for sure. Most definitely, for sure. I mean, I just can't believe that we only got, what, half of our seeds.
About 2/3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, that's... And we did it early.
Yeah.
We did it early. I will say they aren't the ball about shipping them, because we're supposed to pick them up this week.
Yep.
I'm kind of excited about that. Well, I did a lot of searching on the internet, so did Amy, for different seed companies to buy seeds from. And I went to one particular one that is very well known everywhere, and that is...
Burpee.
Burpee. Burpee. Well, let me tell you, I walked into Walmart, was going to do some shopping. Walmart just gave you a thumbs up, see? Not really. Went to Walmart, was walking down the aisle, and I saw them bringing out the display cases with the seeds on it. So me being the person I am, I went up to where they were starting to set it up, and I just started grabbing seeds like it was the last thing on earth. Don't make me any better than anybody else. But I got every seed we wanted.
Yep.
And a couple extra. And we're going to go back because we have decided this year we are going to plant pumpkins, watermelons, and cantaloupe.
Yep.
See, we got our old area where our garden was, and I told Amy, I says, well, why don't we just buy a bunch of seeds, we'll put them in the ground, and we'll see what they do.
Yep.
Now, as you all know, pumpkins and cantaloupe and watermelon, they're viney. They spread so much.
Yep.
So I figured we'll put them there and just test it out. Who knows?
See where it goes.
Yeah, we might get something out of it. We might not. Baker Creek, wow, man. To try to get your seeds out of that place is I mean, they were actually shut down for a week. And we had to wait until that following Wednesday to order our seeds when they opened back up and got ready. And as soon as they opened back up, we were online ordering our seeds. Probably just like everybody else. That's the reason why I don't have any seeds. But we didn't go out. We bought 1 pack of each, and then a couple of varieties that we plant a lot of. We bought 2 packs. But we didn't overdo it. I wasn't buying 5, 10 packs at a time, you know. You get 100 seeds in a pack, that's more than enough. You don't need to. You don't need to buy.
We still have seeds left over from last year that we're going to be using this year.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, seeds, if you're going to buy them, get out there and get them now. Don't wait, because you wait and you're going to be the one who loses out. Now, for all you new gardeners out there, if you guys went and bought seeds, God bless you, good luck. But I think the best advice I could give about gardening is, if you're a first-time gardener, go down and buy a seedling already started. It just makes it a lot easier on you. Learn how the plant's going to react to the soil you're putting into. Go through all the problems first before you start doing seeds. Because when you do seeds, there's a lot more involved. A lot more attention to the seeds. Temperature variations, planting times. Most of the stuff that comes out at like either one of the big box stores or whatever comes out during that time of planting, or a couple of weeks ahead of the planting time. So,
and there are some things with the when you buy the seedlings, you can leave them in their little container for a little bit and then direct plant them into the ground. if you start from seeds, there's some things that can be direct sow, so you can put them right in the ground, on the ground, cover it with a little dirt, and it'll take off. There's other things that you have to germinate in a starter tray and then replant into the ground. And so you have to do a lot of research to figure out how you want to start them, you know, what you want to do. So we hope a lot of those seeds that are out there don't go to waste.
Yeah, I'd really hate to see. That's like basically throwing out food.
Yeah.
But food that you can feed a lot of people. Now, let me explain to you guys this. All right, our garden that we're going to be doing is the biggest project ever on our homestead. It's bigger than this tiny home. It's bigger than the chicken coop or any. This is going to be one of the biggest expenses that we've ever had on the homestead. It's actually even more expensive than having our well drilled if we do it right. But we also want to make sure that when we do it, it's going to last us. We don't want to do something that we're going to have to in a year, 2 years, rip apart to fix. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mind doing that to start. But if you're going to take the time and the money and you're going to invest it, you might as well do it all at once. Now, our problem is we don't have the money. We don't. I do a lot of drawings on a lot of stuff before I build it to see what I'm going to need as far as, you know, my wood supply, my nails, my screws, the equipment. I make sure that I have everything I need to do the job before I go and buy anything. And I did, you know, I did do a lot of research on wood, a lot of research on a lot of different places to get wood here in Tennessee. What it would cost me to do it off of my land, which in a previous video you've probably seen we did cut some cedar up. We were going to use those for the raised beds. I did do a walkthrough, probably 6 walkthroughs now, of the cedar trees on my property to see if it would amount to enough for us to at least build the beds. And it is not. Went through, did measurements and everything. It's just not going to do it. So we're going to have to go another route. Unfortunately, that kind of sucks because I was really looking forward to being able to do that. So on the wood that we were going to buy for the garden, I did, like I said, I did a lot of research and I found out that it's super expensive. I mean, it's astronomical for what we want to do. And it's, you know, we're talking about 10 years. So when you look at a 10-year span on doing a garden, hopefully longer than 10 years.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's basically a decade. So you take the 10 years and you divide it by the cost of the garden and you figure out how much that garden costs you every year. Plus the seeds, plus soiling the dirt and getting everything ready. So you really have to make it worth your while if you're going to do this. The garden that we had, which was our Back to Eden garden, if we wanted to, we could have kept that. That will work. We'd have a lot of work to do to it to get it going, but we're getting older.
Yeah.
And my knees from walking on those tile floors and being in the coolers, they're just, I'm not doing well. So I can't be on my knees pulling weeds and doing stuff. And as you guys can see from some of the videos I do, I don't get on my knees a lot because I have a really hard time getting them up because they hurt so bad. So I think that's going to be probably one of the things I'm going to end up having to replace. I hope not. And God, I hope not. But to make a long story short, so our biggest project is going to be our garden. We hope you guys learned something from it. We've come up with a lot of really good ideas. I have a lot of research. Yeah, I have been on Facebook Marketplace. I have been looking for some stuff. Luckily, you know, we were going to get trusses for our greenhouse, and I was on Marketplace and I found somebody who had trusses, and me and Amy took off on Saturday and went and got trusses at $10 a truss. That would normally have cost us probably about $70 a truss. So that's how you can save money. So keep your eye out on Facebook Marketplace. I mean, sometimes it does pay off. I'm always there looking for wood and stuff.
Yeah. Anything
I can find that, you know, we can get a decent deal on. If you guys haven't realized, I know you guys have, you know, probably seen, the market on wood now has almost 3 times what it used to be. I mean, I can't get a pressure treated 2x4 here in Tennessee for less than $9. It averages about $10 and add tax to it and you're over 10 per 2x4 by 8. That's pretty darn expensive for us. And you really don't want to use pressure treated on your garden anyway.
Yeah.
Even though they say it's safe. There's a lot of things the government says is safe, and we find out what? Later on, it was a bad idea. So we're trying to figure out ways that we can do our garden and be able to keep it. Now, I have found a company out of Vermont, and they are not paying us to tell you about it or not, but it is a natural stain made from the whey after they're done making cheese that you can paint on your boards to make them last, and it seals them up. A little pricey, a little expensive, but it's all natural and it won't hurt you.
Yeah, so if it seeps into the soil from the wood, it's not gonna, it's not toxic.
No, it's not gonna have any effect whatsoever.
Yeah.
Pop my head up real quick. I had to get a drink, so I just... Okay. No, it's not regular Coca-Cola. It's Coke Zero, because I'm a diabetic and I can't have the sugar, so I've got to really pace myself. Let's talk about winter in Tennessee. Winter in Tennessee, what you should and shouldn't do. Well,
the temperature is a crapshoot.
Yeah, that is a definite crapshoot.
Monday?
I tell you, if you're a bookie out there, get people to bet on the weather, because there's no chance in hell.
Yeah. On Monday, this past Monday, end of January, last week of January, on Monday, the high got up to 68. The following day, the low was 23 and the high was 43.
Yeah. And I was out working in it.
They're forecasting snow tonight. So we'll see.
Yeah. I don't, sorry all you meteorologists out there, but I don't believe a darn thing you say. I'd be better off like my grandfather, and when it rained, he used to keep a cricket in a matchbox. This is no joke. And when that cricket would start going off, he would know it was going to rain. I have a better theory with that than listening to these jokers, because I'll tell you what.
We have frogs outside, and when the frogs start croaking, we know that there's probably rain coming.
Rain's coming. Here's the bad thing about last Monday, though. Sunday and Monday, we actually had thunderstorms, lightning, and a tornado warning.
Yeah.
For most of the night on Sunday through into Monday.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you know, it is Tennessee, and we do live in that area, unfortunately. But, you know, being up on this ridge, you guys got to realize this ridge, when it gets windy up here, boy, does it get windy. I mean, you might be down below, but when that air comes up that hillside and it opens up, woo, yep, you better check your drawers sometimes, because you don't know what's going to happen. Trees going to come down or what. But I'm looking outside right now, and I can see our pine trees doing this right now.
Yeah.
Back and forth. Woo! So winter. What did we learn this year about winter? This year was nothing like last year.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, and I know winter's not over.
It's not over, but we didn't have this last year.
No.
We didn't have this at all. I mean,
not the fluctuation in temperatures like this. Last year it was cold and it stayed cold. And
last year we had one snowfall. Here.
Yeah.
One snowfall.
We had a couple.
No, one snowfall.
Yeah,
something that stuck.
Not really any accumulation,
Yeah.
but we did have snow in May.
Yeah.
In Tennessee. It didn't accumulate at all, but we had a day that it snowed for several hours.
Yeah. It just, you never know here. It's really weird like that. Oh boy. What do you do when you're here? Another thing. You notice when you're stuck and cooped up in your house because it's cold outside and you really don't want to go out there and do anything, and you kind of just sit here and you kind of vegetate. You do a lot of research, try to figure out what you're going to do. I get my list going of all the projects that I want to have done by this time next year. Well, actually, by the first of the year, I want to have all these projects done. And we've got a lot of projects in store for this year. A lot of projects. Biggest one being, of course, our garden, which is going to be, I mean, that's going to be a tremendous thing that we're going to have to endure, or I'm going to have to endure. And hopefully I get a little help from somebody. And, she's looking at me, guys. I said that out loud, didn't I?
Yes.
I shouldn't have done that. Just, wow. So many projects that we're going to get done this year. It's really going to change the look of our homestead. Now, a lot of you people who are homesteaders that are on our YouTube page, and come check us out. We'd like to say thanks a lot, guys. We do the same for you. Not a problem. Let's all keep in touch. Let's talk. We got our Facebook page. Don't forget to go there and check that out. That's the Swisher Family Farm page. Because we did that because we got our license to be known as a farm in the state of Tennessee.
Yeah.
But yeah, so go there, and you know, if you ever have any comments or want to ask us any questions, feel free to ask them. We'll answer them the best we can. Most of the time it's Amy who answers those, not me. If I answer them, you'll be lucky. She kind of checks out all that stuff. I'm busy doing the other stuff, all the work and doing the wood and keeping fire ready and, you know, cooking dinner, and she does the daily duties of a job. She actually works, people, all day, and she loves her job, so that's what matters. Gotta support the woman, because basically she's supporting me. I wish there was more I could do right now, but as you can see, it's not. But I did my time. I worked my butt off. Now it's my retirement, so I'm retired right now. At least I think I'm retired, because since I moved out here, I think I work harder now than I did before.
You just changed bosses.
Yeah, I just changed bosses. I wonder who that is. So, but yeah, so we just wanted to do this Q&A to fill you guys in about the seed situation, our garden situation, the winter situation, and you know, we got cooking videos coming up. We're going to do some really good cooking videos. For those of you who saw my chicken and dumplings, if you guys want that recipe for the dumplings, listen to me. This recipe is so easy, a squirrel couldn't screw it up. I don't know where I come up with that, but I came up with it.
I didn't know squirrels could read.
Well, who says they can't? How do you know? You got no proof.
Okay.
Squirrel knows where they got a nut.
Yes.
They know where they buried that nut. Well,
sometimes.
Sometimes. So yeah, don't forget, I'll ask. Amy will give you the recipe for the dumplings. They're so simple. They come out absolutely perfect every time. You cannot screw this up. It's that easy. I know a lot of people make dumplings and they're either too hard or they're too soft or they're just, they turn.
These are amazing. It's just...
these are the perfect dumpling.
And you put them in the broth when they're about that big, just little balls.
Yep.
You put them in the soup or whatever if you're making chicken and dumplings.
I like how she does this. She get turned. She just can't go. You put it in the broth. It's like about this big.
And they soak up the chicken juice or the chicken broth or whatever, or whatever kind of soup you put them in, if it's beef or pork or whatever. Yeah. It'll soak it up, and they get about this big.
They get about
they probably 2.5 times the size that it started.
Easy.
But because you're doing it in the chicken stock or the beef stock, it soaks up all the flavor of the broth.
And you gotta make sure you season your dumplings. You people out there who don't season your dumplings, you're crazy. That gives that flavor in there. And another thing is, don't play with your dumplings. Leave them alone. Let them cook halfway, roll them, and then leave them sit. Let them go. Don't be poking and prodding and playing with them, because they're going to break and fall apart and you're going to have a mess. But if you want that dumpling recipe, ask Amy. She'll give it to you, no problem. She'll be happy to do it. But we do. We have cooking videos coming up, some really good ones. I'm going to give you guys some good meals that you guys can make that's inexpensive, that you can feed a family of 4, 5, 10, whatever. Just double, triple, or quadruple the recipe. and you'll have. But these recipes are simple. You know, I don't get into all the hoity-toity stuff anymore. The high-end stuff. I want to do stuff that's simple, fast, and easy.
Easy and quick and
less dishes.
Yeah, less dishes.
Man, I come here, I've got enough equipment right now that I could literally stock a kitchen full.
Yep.
And here, I don't have room for any of that stuff, so I am on bare minimums. So before, when I used to cook, and we used to live in the city, I used to dirty a whole bunch of stuff, throw it all in the sink, and said, don't worry about it, Amy will get that. And she'd come home to a stack of dishes in the sink. Now I've learned, hey, 2 pot wonders, man. 1 pot wonders.
Yeah.
You have to. You don't want to spend all your time at night just doing dishes.
Well, and I never mind doing the dishes because, number 1, he cooks, and number 2, it's really good.
Well, you don't mind doing the dishes because, well, you see how fast I can do dishes.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done as many dishes as I've done in my lifetime in the restaurant business. Woo! So, well, at that point, guys, this is our Q&A that we're going to give to you guys. Hey, we want to say thanks a lot. Coming to your YouTube page, hitting that like button, getting people to subscribe, your friends to subscribe. We really appreciate it.
Yep.
You don't know how much we appreciate it. So now we're working on our goal is 500 is our next goal.
Yep.
500 people. Woo! That's going to be a steep hill to climb, but I think me and Amy can do it. I think we can do it. Content we got coming out. I mean, you gotta understand, we're the real thing. We came out here with next to no experience.
Yeah.
Did our first year, made it through our first year, and now we're here to stay, and I am excited.
Yep.
I'm excited about how beautiful everything's gonna look this year, and all the projects. I mean, you guys are gonna get to see me do some projects that are gonna blow your mind. And I'm gonna do some projects that nobody else has ever really, that I've seen done before, which will be a surprise. So at that point, guys, look, thanks a lot for coming. We appreciate it. We don't want to keep you guys up anymore. I think we've been on here 15 minutes now. 15 minutes, probably too long. You guys are like, get it over with. I want to get out of here. I want to go watch the TV or do something. Do some research, buy some seeds. All right. So at that point, guys, God bless you. Don't forget, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and
tell your friends about us.
God bless. We'll see you later. Till next time. Peace.